Hello everybody and welcome to this year's Christmas special, and what better way to start than on Chellington Valley by Oxygen David. It is such a nice map. This is the Santa special map where we have Santa flying around the map with his reindeer in his sleigh. So I'm just going to very quickly explain what's going to be happening in this Christmas special. First of all, we're going to be over on a winter snowy map, and we're going to be doing a bit of logging, creating a path through the trees, and then secondly we're going to be moving on to Survival Roleplay, which I know is always a very popular thing to do. So there's only 2 things this year. Usually I do 3 things, but yeah, just haven't really been doing the final thing, which tends to be like an oil change on a machine, because I've been very busy with the Machinery Restorer channel anyway. So if you want to see mechanical stuff, please do check out my other channel. Anyway, yeah, let's begin. Okay, here we are. So we start in the forest. This is Wilhelmina Forest, a very good map, and we have seasons running with a very snowy geo. It's amazing. We're getting so much snow. The lake is frozen. In the summertime this actually defrosts and it does turn back to water, which, you know, you'd expect, but it's a really nice feature of the map. So the goal is to get from here to the sawmill without driving on the lake. You've got to go through the trees. It's just a dense forest. And you can't just drive, you can't weave through the trees. You've got to cut them down and load them into a truck as you go through. And you're not allowed to leave any trees behind. Anything you cut has to be taken to the sawmill. As you can see, we have a fantastic team of players here. Yep, there's 16 of us in total, 16 vehicles as well, all hidden in the trees with the exception of the trucks just over there. The lorries are all on the lake. Hopefully they're not going to break through. They're all together. But yeah, I think we should begin. I'll just show you where the sawmill is. Right, so this is where we are. We've got a bridge. It looks like there is a track, but actually there isn't really. It's a dense forest. We can drive through here if we want to, or we can go around. It doesn't matter. And this is the sawmill. Looks simple. Doesn't look like we've got too far to go. But when you've got to clear the trees to make a path, that's when it starts to be a bit more of a challenge. Okay, let's go. As you can see, we've got a Massey Ferguson with a snowplow on the bridge already, clearing a path. Yeah, so we're all one team. We've got so many vehicles in here hiding. Hopefully everybody's going to pick a vehicle. We do also have Universal Passenger script installed, but we don't really need to passenger, just in case somebody gets completely stuck or something. Right, there's a Deutz with a snowplow appearing. We have a fairly even number of machines. Yeah, this is my point. On the actual mini-map it shows a road here, and it's just trees. It's fantastic. We are making a path to the sawmill. Looks like we can get through here without taking any trees down. Here goes the first tree. I think some of the players are actually thinking that we just have to weave between the trees. But no, we have to create an actual clearing. This needs to be an allocated track so that it can be taken in the future to get very easily to the sawmill and to the other yard as well. Okay, there's a few. I think we should probably start stripping some foliage off. There's a good clearing. But with 16 of us, we should be able to get this done fairly easily, I'm hoping. I think the wheel loads are stranded at the back. Yeah, that's the thing, it's not that far to go, but because we have to create a clearing like this, it takes time. Love the snow too. Very fitting. I'm at the front of the queue. I think the majority of the players are still at the back there, trying to pick up all the ones that we've cut down. But yeah, you can now start to see that we have cut through here. It's going to be quite a big job. This is my truck here, at least it was. I think we need to get some more wheel loaders to the front. Here's a view from above so far. Yeah, there was a mass clearing just there. I might have started that accidentally. But you can see there's some people up here already. We are going to get to there, so if I start to cut down the trees here so we can lead it straight into the yard. That would be useful. So we can see exactly where we're going to. I think probably this one here. It is also starting to get laggy. That is the server. There are a few other players who are complaining about it. It was sort of to be expected. This game in multiplayer does start to lag if you're doing stuff with trees and lots of bells and all that. But if we can get the trees into the sell point, then it will remove them again. Okay, so here we are. The first place of civilization. I don't think we need to go too crazy with the cutting of the trees. We just need to, yeah, get rid of these two. Maybe four.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family.
That is the cutting of the trees done, I think. We have cleared enough in this first section. It's in 2 sections. For us just to be able to leave it like this, and then we can get the trees processed, we're getting put into the trailers, and eventually taken to the final destination, the sawmill. Yeah, quite a bit of deforestation to the left there, but this will bring us all the way to the top building, as you can see. So that is good enough. Oops, shouting at people now. Yeah, and also super strength is fine. We just need to get all these put into a trailer. Andy said, I see you found your toothpick dagger. My toothpick? What, the end of a tree? I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, after this, as you'll know, we are doing Survival Roleplay. Aiming for the 2 sections of this Christmas special to be about the same length. 50-50 if we can, but it might end up being like 60-40. Depends how long this takes, really. I think we might need to get a wheel loader to get these picked up. Well, there's a money too, that will do fine. And actually another truck there which has got nothing in it. Some players have a full load already and they're already going to the sawmill, which means going through the area which hasn't really been cleared yet, which is going to be interesting. I'm not too sure if Mad Hamster is running a snowplow. It might be. But we have some progress here. Worst thing about it is the lag. Just marking our track so we know exactly where we're going. And then once we have got to the top, we'll be able to continue and cut the trees down in the next section. Yeah, I don't know if this is removing all the snow. Not really, but that's fine. Let's just take a look at that and see what the texture is like. Yeah, it's fine. Right, so from above, that should become really clear. Oh yes, fantastic. Look at that. Hard to believe that just half an hour ago this was a pretty dense forest. Now we have a proper road going through. Something tells me this truck in front is wedged on a tree. Somehow a tree has managed to get underneath it. Okay, we're going to start to pick up the pace, I think, because we need to get out of here and we need to move on to the next section. So much wood. I think some more trees than necessary were taken down here, which is why I probably should have put the track in earlier. Somebody's at the sawmill. A whole team of people. Look at this. It is very deep snow here. Yeah, Mad Hamster was running the snowplow, as I thought. So I'm just going to continue picking up the smaller pieces of wood throwing them into the trailers. I need to get further up. And then, yeah, I think I won't update you again until we have cleared this whole area, because there's quite a bit of tidying up to do. Whoops, I have just accidentally picked up the trailer. That did not go well. Yes, anyway, I said I wasn't going to update you until we've had some serious progress, but actually we have, because just look at how clear this is. It's really going well. As I think somebody, I think it might have been Andy, pointed out, we're getting into a rhythm. We really are. It is looking good. As for the next section, we'll go and take a look at the progress. Okay, so yeah, if it wasn't for the lag, it would be so much easier. But with 16 players and loads of trees and stuff moving around, it's sort of to be expected. Right, so we do have a clearing. Yep, there's some trees coming down in here. But compared to the other section, this is in its early stages. But it will get there. Eventually this will look like this. Yes, the ice goes a bit crazy if you go into the air. Ooh, looks like we've got another full load. The good thing is when they get sold, the lag reduces a bit, because it gets rid of some of the trees. They've got a passenger. Okay, so yeah, it's just a few odd pieces. Kind of tempted to get like a grain trailer or something to put the smaller pieces into. Might be handy. I think that will work. That should be fine. Using the armour track too, a tractor which I haven't used for a long time. We can just get all those tree stumps and throw them into there, hopefully. This lake is a fantastic place to do a bit of racing. It'd be great to do it in a future video. You can get some serious speed up. It's just so open, and it goes for a long time. You just feel like it's never going to end. Could even do a bit of ice road trucking. Finally, I have made it to the end of here. Let's get onto the bridge and we'll head up to everybody else. We can drive our road. We have to ignore the stumps, of course. This is looking good. As soon as we see something which can be picked up by hand and thrown into here, we will get it, and then we'll go over to the sawmill with everything that we've got. Looking for the small pieces, really. The timber can go into the timber trailers. Here we go. We have quite a few pieces here. Ah yes, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Let's get these put in. Right, we have decided, or I have decided, to scrap the rule about how to pick up every single tree that we cut down, because it is just taking forever. There's a massive area back there of trees. So we're going to continue. This is the next section, sort of area 2, that was area 1, and this is going to lead us straight to the sawmill. We have created the road there though, it's all done, it's just there are a few trees laying at the side, but that's fine. I mean, in real life, you're probably going to take a few days to clear them, to get them all processed. But, yeah, this is looking good. The lag is also getting worse, which is partly the reason why we have created the rule. So I think this is it. This is the track, as you can see. Yeah, let's just see if we can get these cleared. The lag isn't as bad here. It's worse back there where all the trees have been cut. I just followed a line which a snowplow had done. You can see we have the entire road in, but there are trees in the middle of the road. But yeah, it goes all the way from there, all the way to the sawmill. I'm pleased that I didn't create this task to be any longer. I didn't want to make an even longer road, because it would have taken forever. Yep, so any tree which is in the road is going to have to go. I will start making a good clearing. looking good at this end. Quite a few people have been working from the sawmill back, which is not a bad idea. Really opened up since I first showed you the area. But, sadly, at the other end it is chaos. Yeah, all the wood from the first section is in the way still. Somehow. I think probably because a lot of the lorries are still full. And some of the lorries are sticking out, like there's trees sticking out the side of them, getting caught on buildings and other trees. But, yeah, it's cleared, but the trees are still laying here. It is a track. Okay, let's just cut a few of these down. Get them pruned. And once again, I will update you in a few minutes' time when there has been a bit more progress. At the moment it's chaos and very laggy. This is great. Call me lazy, but I'm just sat here in the tractor waiting to get through. And loads of players keep coming up to me and throwing... Okay, I wasn't going to say throwing all my stuff out of the trailer. I was going to say throwing stuff in the trailer. But somebody just threw everything out my trailer. Okay, that's gone well. Well, we've got a few things back in. I just want to get this sold. We need to get this done. Oh, it's going from bad to worse. Whoever that is on the right with a chainsaw just cut a tree stump, and I sort of ran over it at the same time, and it's got stuck on the step. Yeah, this is looking much clearer. This looks good. Just want to sell these pieces. Whoa! Because, yeah, I think all the little pieces make lag. I think when you start chopping a tree up into many pieces, it becomes much worse. This is good. This is very good. Let's overtake. Let's go crazy. Where is the sell point? I have... Whoa! Oh, hello. Sorry. Just just crashing into you. Yeah, I think they're putting it over there. Looks to be over there. Mad Hamster has been doing a fantastic job at clearing snow. Yeah, I think it might be here. But it could also be over there. Yeah, let's just... Sell point is back here. Who said that? Notch A. Yeah, it makes sense. I just sold some wood though. It must be on that. I think we were pretty much all looking at that trigger. That icon. Here it is. Right, so if I stand here and somebody presses the button... Looks like Phoebe is about to... There we go. Very good. Very efficient service. So is that good enough to clear the track finished? Obviously we haven't picked all the wood up, but it is a ridiculously big job with the amount of lag that we have. Let's power walk it. Let's see if this is good enough. Obviously there's quite a few pieces missed here and there, but that is all to be expected. I think really, it's not bad in the amount of time that we've had. We've been going for exactly 1 hour. It's pretty good, considering an hour ago this was just a forest. And then, yeah, back to the start, just down here. Still some players down here. It's amazing. Active Dragon is still back here, doing a bit of work. In fact, everybody is quite nicely spaced out, as you can see. So we have successfully, with the exception of a bit of tidying up, created a road from here to the sawmill. That is impressive. And I'm really happy to say that's finished, I think. As I said, with the exception of clearing up. Whee! Just jump in the armour track there. And then we're back at the sawmill. Fantastic. The team are still just continuing. The server is going to be staying open anyway after this, so I'm sure like in a few hours time after recording this section of the Christmas special, it's going to be a fantastic functioning road. I think it's getting heavy, this snow. Anyway, we're just going to all gather here for a photo. A completion photo. Who's lifting that up? Is that actually... Yeah, somebody must have picked that up. Oh no, Mad Hamster's driven away. That's supposed to be the centrepiece. He has positioned it here. I'm going to have to turn off the... although it would be quite nice to have the names on, but I think for a thumbnail you're not going to see the names. It's just going to be like a massive green writing. Oh, look at that. It's fantastic. I'll also post this on my community page, I think. That looks really good. And there we go. It's nice how everybody looks at me. You can tell where everybody is looking. All the heads move. If I look over here, if I walk over here, sorry, everybody's going to turn. And look over here, it's fantastic. I guess it's not that amazing though. People would tend to look at you. Anyway, yeah, we are going to leave this video here. Thank you so much to the team. Looking absolutely amazing there. And yeah, it is time for a bit of survival roleplay. On the previous episode... Hang on, who's that calling me? Peter Wood? Oh no. He wouldn't call me in Australia, I'm sure. Peter, what's going on? Well, it's nothing to do with your farm. Don't worry about that. It's Dennis's. It's his house. His house is on fire. Well, hello everybody and welcome back. Just returning to the farm from several days in Australia, and yeah, quite a temperature difference as you would expect. It looks like we have had some snow since I was last here. The roads are sort of half cleared, not too sure if Peter has done anything. But at the end of my previous vlog, which was about 5 days ago, we heard the devastating news about Dennis's house. Now, of course, Dennis doesn't live there. He is in the home. But despite this... Oh, wow. Despite this, it is still very sad news. There's Daggerwin. Well, that is a good sign. Peter has obviously been feeding Daggerwin. He's very happy to see me. There we go. A few biscuits for him. So, yeah, we've got some Christmas decorations up. It is Christmas Eve, after all. But I didn't think Peter would do this kind of thing. It just doesn't seem his style. Oh, and a snowman, which looks very similar to the one which he knocked over there. The one which he destroyed. He must have taken inspiration from it. I don't know how though, at 100 miles an hour. Still, maybe he has photographic memory. And yeah, he has been using the snowplow because he has cleared a section here. Let's go and speak to Peter. Oh, crikey, Daggerwin. Didn't know you were back already. Well, I am. Been driving home for Christmas. Didn't you see the pickup turn up? To be honest, I've just been preoccupied setting up all these decorations for you. They do seem very fancy. I probably shouldn't ask, but how much does that set you back? About £150. As I said, it's nothing to me. Of course, yeah. They do seem nice. They light up too. You wait until it goes dark. But I will. I look forward to seeing them. They're really nice. I like them. But no tree. We don't have a Christmas tree. That is something we're going to have to sort. Oh, I knew I'd forgotten something. Don't worry about it, Peter. I know where I can get a tree. Anyway, Dennis's house. What's been going on? Well, quite a bit actually, since I last spoke to you on the phone. It turns out his house was struck by lightning. I mean, what kind of bad luck is that? Anyway, they've already had the demolition crew round. They've flattened the building. It was just unsafe, so it's just a pile of rubble. Wow, that's happened really fast. Oh, tell me about it. It's been insane around here. I think Dennis has been notified. I'd hope so. It's his house. Anyway, I'll go and take a look, and I'll sort out a tree. Okay, so it looks like Peter has done a bit of snow ploughing, although he did stop here. Did he go to Dennis's farm? Yeah, or maybe not. Maybe not even quite to here. Okay, so he did about 5 minutes worth. Fair enough. I suppose you can very easily walk through there anyway. Right, we're going to prepare ourselves for devastation, I think. Wow. So, what were the chances of lightning hitting that house? I can't even begin to imagine. That is seriously bad luck, but it does happen. Of course, lightning didn't do this. This was demolished by an excavator, I'm guessing. That is just ridiculous. So, obviously Dennis needs to have the house rebuilt, and I don't know if he has the money to do that, because the care home is pretty expensive. I guess we could help. We could get the timber at least. We could get together some of the supplies. He has so many trees. So what we could do is we could sort out the best timber, and then we can put that to one side, or get it processed by the sawmill, so that it can be turned into some roof beams or something. And then we can just, I don't know, shred the rest of it, the top and spindly parts of the trees, because he just has a huge forest over here. I don't know how much he would appreciate me cutting down some of the trees, but I'm sure if he knew it would save him quite a bit of money, he would be happy with that. I think we know how Dennis works. Yeah, because it's not like we're cutting the trees down for nothing. I think that's a good idea. At the same time, we can cut a tree down for the yard, a Christmas tree, but I'll pay him for that. Definitely give him some money for the tree. I'm just trying to see which ones are the best here, but I think these really tall ones, just a few of these, they could quite easily be processed by the sawmill, turn into roof beams or whatever. Could be used for the walls. These are some really good ones here. I've never actually wandered in these trees before. There's a good view of those grain silos. It's beautiful around here. I don't know why I've never walked through here before. I've been missing out. Okay, so yeah, we'll go and get a trailer and a chainsaw, and we're going to have a front loader with a log grab. I'll probably have to go and rent one. But that would be a really good thing to do. Helping Dennis out at Christmas. Not quite the miracle before Christmas, because it's just one type of building material. But yeah, it is something. Locally sourced too. As for the Christmas tree, this one here could be good. That'd be a bit too tall. Just trying to see if he has any smaller ones. I could always just cut it in half, take the top section. That would work quite nice. That's a really nice one. We'll do the Christmas tree second. I want to get some wood to the sawmill, which is literally just up the road, and then they can start processing it. They probably won't be processing it before Christmas now, because it is Christmas Eve at 2:20 in the afternoon, but at least it'll be something. It is scary how you can have these freak accidents. Now, which is the best trailer to use? We've got this one here, we've got this one here. This one is probably better for bringing the Christmas tree back for the yard, but yeah, the timber probably best off on there. So let me just give the dealership a very quick call, see if they have a log grab. Don't think a pallet fork is going to work. They do have one. They said I can borrow it for just £20. I think that is a really good deal. Oh, I have a text message from Sophie. Right, let's just see what she has to say. Daggerwin, we can pick up your 2 horses at 3 o'clock. Of course. I sold them. I have replied and I've said yes, no problem. I don't want to sell them. I didn't want to sell them, but I have to. I don't really do much with them. They can have a better life over at the stable. And I can still go and visit them anyway. And of course we make more money, but that is not the reason for getting rid of them. Far from it. It will also open up the top field, so I can either put a crop in, or we can leave it as grass and we can just bale it. I've just taken the bucket off. But yeah, I think, especially as they are valuable, certainly Jet, they do deserve a better life, more than what I can offer them. Obviously they're happy enough here in the field, but they are just stood around all day. They want training. They need more. There they are. Let's just go and say hello to them. It's not goodbye though. We will see them many more times, as they're only going over there. But yeah, we've had good times with them, haven't we, Jet? We have. And Twiglet, of course. Twiglet's turning his back on me now. Just make sure they've got enough food for this afternoon, or for the next 35 minutes. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Let's get the log grab, and we'll begin. Wow, it's slippery in here. I am surprised they don't have this gritted. I need to get a snowplow in. That is extremely slippery. Okay, I'm just going to hand over £20. Oh, Daggerwin. Thanks very much. Merry Christmas to you. To you too, Brian. Have a good one. Merry Christmas. Okay, right, well that's all sorted out. £20 seems extremely generous. Probably because it's sort of last thing on Christmas Eve. He didn't even say when he wants it back. But I'm sure we can bring it back later today. If not, then just after Christmas. Probably 27th or something. Okay, green. That's a very festive looking setup. Green and red. Nice. So we just need to get the trailer. The roads are very quiet. I guess everybody's finished their Christmas shopping. These roads should really be cleared. This is actually my final vlog before New Year. But I will be back in the New Year with more updates from the farm. Okay, yeah, so first of all we'll go for this trailer. Get it on the back. I really am sliding. Actually, I'm in 2-wheel drive. We could probably do with putting it into 4. Okay. There we go. Yeah, and it probably should be on a bigger tractor. But we can only really use what we've got. I do have the JCB, the telehandler, but I think, yeah, keeping it all in one setup today is going to make it easier. I can take this straight to the sawmill. But of course, if I do start to struggle, then I can get the JCB, but it will mean renting another log grab. This is fine. Bit of a snowbank that's been left here. Oh, Peter has left some surprises in the middle of the road. Okay. Probably should check up on the pigs actually, because I don't know if Peter has been looking after them properly. I think he might have done. They're all here. He certainly filled the water up. Yeah, that's good. Oh yes, he's been here this morning by the look of it. Pig food. Brilliant. Ah, that could have been left in a better place, but still, that's fine. Yes, I'm going to focus on these ones here because they're really good, nice and tall. I'll keep the tractor back to begin with, don't want to fell a tree onto it. But without opening it up too much at the front, I think, well, I won't take that one there because it's sort of marking the corner of the field. We do have some bigger ones in here. Yeah, that could be our Christmas tree. Okay, yep, that's going to be good. I still have my trusty chainsaw. We'll take this. I think it's only going to be 2 or 3 of the big trees that we actually need. So I won't take them all from the same place because otherwise it is really going to thin it out. Could maybe do with a winch to pull the trees out of here. That's good. Very big Christmas trees. And finally, I think we'll take this one here because it's actually growing with another one. So there's plenty of space here to thin them out. That's good. That's a really chunky tree. Look at the wood on that. Dennis will be happy. And yeah, remember Dennis did say treat it as your own, so sort of giving me permission to do anything here, and since it is for him, I'm sure he will love this. Right. So now we just need to get them out of here. I think I will cut them into smaller chunks first. Like, we don't need that top section. It's just going to... Well, I'll just take it all to the sawmill. They'll process it. The good bits will be turned to planks, and the bad bits will be, I don't know, firewood or wood chippings, something like that. And then once this one is done, we'll just have one more to do. Okay, so what I've done is I have put all the good timber in a big pile. I've brought it all out. I can just get it all loaded up really quickly. I've got a few longer ones on here, but the time is now 5 to 3, so I've got to head over to the horses so we can assist with moving them. Sad times, but we'll be back here, getting them all put onto the trailer, and yeah, then we'll just take them over to the sawmill, just over there, and we can just, I don't know, put it in a pile where they tell me to put it, ready for processing. Overall, that was working quite well, but I think I might have to move the trailer, as the tractor was sliding around quite a bit, because it's a bit of a gentle slope down there, and then we've got all the snow. Right, I am late. But, yeah, they might have to sort some things out as well, so they're not necessarily going to be there at exactly 3. Sad times, I know. But it could be much worse. Okay, right, she is here. They are ready to take the horses. Right. So I'll put the tractor there as a temporary roadblock. Hi Sophie. And yeah, we'll get them loaded up. Well, that was all over and done within a flash. Well, it does mean that I can return the field to grass. Just grass. Or I could cultivate it up and put an arable crop in here. I just don't know yet. I have just been given a very small deposit, but they are worth much more than that. I think they were talking about £50,000. For both of them in total. Yeah, it's Jet. Jet is worth so much money. The money should be transferred to my bank account within 24 hours. So let's hope that goes through smoothly. Anyway, let's go and load those logs up. It's getting later, it'll be dark soon. And then we've still got to get the Christmas tree. That is so rough. Peter should have really cleared that. And this is the final log. This is going to have to do it though, because that trailer is full. It's proving difficult to actually keep them on there. But that should be enough. For now at least. We can always come back for another load in the future. And I don't want to cut down all of Dennis's trees. Okay, let's just try and get a strap around that. If I can do. There we go. So yeah, just at the top of there is the sawmill. Luckily we have a very short distance to travel. I am most likely going to have to take the weight off there because I don't think that's going to fit to here. I will try and fit it, but it's unlikely. Yeah, it's not going to fit to there. Yeah, so as you can see, mostly cleared up. As for the Christmas tree, well, this is the obvious one to go for, I think, because it's on the edge here. But the one here looks very nice as well. Maybe, yeah, I'll take this one here, because the other one is out on the edge. And it might make it look more open. Let's just take it down now. The chosen tree. A very lucky tree. Of course, that one I don't want to strip the foliage off. Don't want to take the branches off. We will come back for it. I think we will just use the same trailer. I'm going to put the weight somewhere that I can remember where it is. Probably in these trees here. Yes, I don't want to forget it. Put it with the 3 trees. There we go. And we can now get the trailer. That's going to be quite heavy. 3 fully grown trees on here. There are a few little odd pieces which I'll use for firewood. This is just the timber that we're looking for today. Right, okay, that is pretty heavy. We're having a bit of a hill star here as well. That's not good. I might have to reverse back to get a run up. I have diff lock and four-wheel drive engaged. Wow, that is heavy. There we go. Just needed a bit of a run up. Okay, well, I'll see you at the sawmill. And hopefully they can process it fairly quickly. Okay, so we're going back on ourselves here, quite a tight turn. We've come out of there, the other side of the hedge, and this is the place we're going to. Looks like they already have loads of timber. I can show you what we're going to be turning into. Quality timber. Okay, so yeah, the logs go in that we have just cut down. So we've got a few here, and they're turning them into these planks and also beams, and this is exactly what we'll be getting at the end of it. Probably the chunkier ones, but it's planks and all sorts, and then the odd bits will get chipped up, all shredded up, so nothing is wasted. Right, so I'll just go and speak to them and see where they want it. They're happy with it here. I've taken the straps off. Some have fallen off, and their forklift is going to remove them from the trailer. Okay, done. It's all empty. They said it will probably take about a week before we can pick them up. But that's not too bad, because nothing else is even sorted out, I don't think, regarding the rebuild of his house. So yeah, let's go and pick up the Christmas tree, and we'll get it put up in the yard. So where was it? I think it was about here. If I put the trailer there, it should be fine. I wonder if we're going to need the rear weight again. I think it's unlikely, but there is a possibility. The hardest thing is going to be getting it out of the trees. Sort of need to get it by the shortest end. Yeah, it doesn't look too big. Still going to be tricky though, manoeuvring it around here. Steady. I think we're out. Yeah, so see if I can get it put onto the trailer like this. I kind of feel guilty because I know that I'm going to be given £50,000 for the horses, and Peter apparently paid, did he say 40,000? I'm fairly sure he did, just to get it back, just to get a jet back. Sorry, it's not an 8. Yeah, so do I owe Peter £40,000 for his generosity and his help? I do really. It's a tricky one. There we go. It's on. It looks big. Yeah, we're going to be cutting it probably halfway. We'll keep the top section in the yard. The rest of it, again, can probably be used as firewood. Let's just get a few straps over here. Don't want it to fall off. Yeah, that's a big Christmas tree. I've just sent Dennis a text message to let him know what I'm doing. And to wish him a Merry Christmas, of course. I don't think we're going to have time to go over there now, but we will catch up with Dennis in the new year. Let's go and get the tree put up. This is going to take over an hour. It'll be dark when this is put up. There is something so magical about cutting a tree down from the forest, bringing it back to the yard, and getting it all lit up for Christmas. I wonder what Peter will make of this Christmas tree. Yep, there's a Christmas tree driving down the road. Oh look, his candy canes or candy sticks are all lit up. They're beautiful. They'll look even better when it's totally dark. So I'm going to get this done. I think the best place is going to be just here. Not to block Daggerwin in, of course. We'll put it right on the end here. That should look so good. With the snowman, all the other decorations here. I will see you when this has been completed. I think it's probably going to be quite a tricky job though, getting the tree to stand upright. Okay, it's done. I'm just going to pull this tractor out of the way. We'll leave it here for now. This is the piece of the tree that we didn't need. You can see I have cut it. I just didn't know how much to bring back, but there's plenty of wood in that. Really good. And that is the piece that we did use. And it looks incredible. So it's not 100% dark, as you can see. We've still got a bit of a sunset over there. So oh, just got a text from Dennis. Merry Christmas to you too, Daggerwin. Thank you so much for your help. Well, there we go. Obviously, he's happy that I'm using his trees to rebuild his house, but I'm determined to get his house rebuilt. It won't look the same, but it will be a rebuilt house nonetheless. So I will see you at around 6 o'clock when it is totally dark, and we'll be able to really take in this spectacle. Well, that's the thing about this time of year. Once that sun is low in the sky, it soon disappears. But just look at this. We've got the snowman. And what more could you ask for? Don't know if Daggerwin really appreciates it with it being there, but he's going to be lit up like a Christmas tree. He's going to be lit up by a Christmas tree for the next week or so. And I think on this fantastic note, it's going to be a great time to conclude the Christmas special. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really do hope you've enjoyed it. And until next time, until the new year, see you again very soon. Bye for now.